We are back with Encased. Oh boy, got tongue tied there real quick. Okay, so we're back with Encased. We ended up in the basement. If you haven't seen if you weren't here last time, uh, we got caught in the basement. Well, I should say we went to the wrong basement to turn on the turret. We got a anomaly protector, but we didn't go in the right turret to turn on the turret. So now we've been sneaking around between basements to try to at least try to give a shot at turning this back on. But the problem is this we don't have the ability to do this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up. Okay, we didn't forget anything else in here, right? No. We're gonna go upstairs, and we're gonna try to stay hidden, so no one talks to us. And we're gonna try to turn on that turret if I can help it by staying hidden. And there is these guys outside. There are already people outside waiting to try to get to our friends here. But we're gonna try to protect them without them even knowing we are. We got slight encumbrance. That's not that big a deal. Okay, let's keep going around here, and let's walk all the way back over into this where our personal items are. And what we're gonna do is basically our whole intent of sneaking here is that we're going to end up. Hold on, that's a new person, Theodore McGrady, at least, unless that was one of them. No, that is a new person. Woo! Hold on, let's not get close to those guys. Hans Loken, Wang. I'm not entirely sure how to say that name, so I'm gonna avoid saying it at all. And this guy's missing. Interestingly enough, at least he's not showing up. Okay, let's go into this personal box. The irradiated gloves, if I remember correctly, said that they could help us. So, oh, dart gun. There's a dart gun. I do know dart guns allow you to do non-lethal, but unfortunately, we're not really. I wouldn't say we're quite ready to do that. So hold on. Let's throw. What else can we throw it in there? There's an unidentified relic. But we know that. Hold on. We don't know what that is. But we do know what that one is. Can we scan that actually? I wonder if we can scan that. Is there anything? We can also eat a bunch of stuff. We do need to get a hammer, right? It's hammer, the booster tech. Tech plus 5. And also these gloves. So if the hammer doesn't work, we can try these gloves and we'll see. If not, if it's actually at the skill, then we'll kind of have to make our mind in a few things. But before we get there, hold on, let's eat some of these rat eyes. As nasty as that is, consume. We'll let that work out. Nasty food does fortunately help our psych, weirdly enough. It's acting like there's a bunch of enemies that way. Hold on. I want to go in from this side. I don't want to go in from the front door because that might trigger something. To go off. There's a bunch of traps here. I wish I could untrap it, but not much I really can do. Can't do mind clearance. I acquired ability of score of 10 to do that. So let's go back down into. We have janitor's gear here. Let's take that. Woo boy! Now is all the stealing or is this good? I think that this is good. I don't think this is stealing. Now, okay, so this isn't stealing. We're good. This is all company property. At least judging based off of the fact that we can touch it. Stove is okay. Those are craft something. Janitor's getting generator's thing. Metal boxes, I think, is on here. Nope. Supply barrel is outside, or no, it's here. Supply barrel. Take that. Where is? Okay, there's sink and fridge. We're gonna go to the fridge. We're just gonna take everything we can take because it's company property, so might as well. Company property, and it's not saying it's against the rules, so we'll do everything within the rules. We're trying to play by the book, a very by the book character. So, because if we're gonna break, because if I don't know if we're gonna do multiple playthroughs or not, But if I'm going to do multiple playthroughs, I want to at least have some differences. And I generally like playing the by-the-book character if I have to be honest. Lawful neutral is typically what I play in most anything. Lawful neutral or true neutral. If going by D&D terms, is typically where I typically stick with. Just because that gives you that's always kind of a fun angle to go from. Because it allows you to play kind of like how people in the world act, rather than trying to kind of defy the world in one way or another. Okay, let's see. Do we have with that hammer? Did that work? Nope. Let's put on these gloves. We are going to get irradiated. Oh, but it's working. Ah, there we go. Turret trouble. Okay, so we got that. Now I'm getting irradiated, if I remember correctly. Can you get something radioactive in your inventory for some reason? Actually, is it just being in the inventory a problem? Being equipped is a problem. Wear only if you don't need your hands anymore. When does this give me irradiation? Hold on, let's see. 163. I'm not getting irradiation. I mean, if it's gonna irradiate me, it's not irradiating me very fast. 163, yeah. When is that giving? It doesn't really like. I'm not seeing it doing anything to me, to be totally honest. I seem to be okay. I seem to be okay. I don't know what that means. Consume rat eye. Another one to try to get more health back. We're gonna just go through all these rat stuff as we heal. Hold on, do we get radiation just there? Nope. Okay, as we heal, nasty food, and then let's go ahead and eat that rat. Consume rat tail. Rat tail might slightly poison us for a little bit. I'm not entirely. I don't quite remember. Slightly poisons rat food. Okay. We might be able to cook some stuff upstairs too, so that's something to consider. Now we do need to level up. I don't know if we didn't level up last time. We were able to ignore tech, so that's good. So that means we can either go up in medicine to get to, because right now we have a base value, so we could go up to these, which really needs science and other things to do, which is something to consider. Applied physics, analytical mind. Okay, we got influence. We go up in influence, but we don't have enough to get to the next area. So I'm not sure if we need really past 70. Whereas this would allow us, 20 more would allow us to get to that. So, you know what? I think that the best idea would be to go up to 120 base. Which is going to be a bit. Original value. Okay, that we're not able to go up to 120 base. Just with this. That's not going to happen. Okay, so that's interesting to note. But hey, you know what? We might level up again soon. So let's just go with psionics. Because we do know items will apparently help us with checks. So let's just go crazy high with psionics. We got perks. Okay, so save changes. We can take a perk. Now, a lot of people like loner. I'm not a huge fan of the idea of missing out on companions, so I want to take something that'll help us out. Renaissance person is something I want. I can't take it until we get the other one. So we will go up all in one after we get where is it? These things change around so many times I don't quite see it. Expropriator, nerd, double negative, sure grip, turtle, voice, potatoes. Subconscious fury is interesting. Action hero. Intuitive anatomy. Intensive training, there we go. I think, right? No, not intensive training. Is it evolution? Self-improvement. There you go. At level 15, we can go up in everything. Other than the ones that we started off improved. So that means we'll go up in one and everything else. And then we can use the Renaissance Man. So everything else will be 5. And then we'll be able to move everything up. I mean, there's probably a better way to get it done to this build. If you really had one particular thing you liked more than the other things. But this was kind of a safe build. We're trying to play it safe so we could do a few things. But the only question is what to use our perk on now. I don't think I really need to use it. Come to think of it. I mean, I could do a leg up and level up. Heavy sleeper, all resistance. Fortitude, resilience, chef. Noticing something new every time you finally cook. Oh, okay, that's an increased experience gained from cooking a dish. That's a hard one. What do we want to do? Let's make sure everything's working on the stream, though. Okay, everything's working good on the stream. I think we might want to do... Halfling's a funny one. You get an increased evasion if you have really low guts. But, I didn't think of what I was going to do up to that point. I mean, I guess we could always do a leg up. Because there's not anything we necessarily need right now. And so many things require a higher level anyway. Heavy-handed. Stop and think. Install odds. I mean, or we could do something that just gave us health. There is something that just gives us health. Plus 50 extra health at the beginning. Which might be worth it. The roaring extra health. Hypochondriac's interesting. This would give us more skills. Amplifier would be neat and boosts the psionic damage of our teammates. Assuming we want to go full on like psionics. Reputation all wings plus 25. Influence rising star. I mean that rising star would be kind of down our alley. Yeah, let's do rising star. That gives us a huge amount of influence skill points. Party heart. It did say party heart or something like that. Okay, hold on. Rumors of your achievement has reached all wings. Okay, these guys are actually at least a little bit better with me. I don't know all the wings, so hopefully that doesn't get wasted. We'll see. We'll see for future people to look on and learn if it didn't retroactively help. Okay, let's go out and try to talk to people. I want to talk to the new guy in the bathroom first, though. If I have to talk to somebody. So that thing's on now. It says decommissioned. No power supply. Whoop, hold on. Wait, did we not do it? I'm pretty sure we did it. I mean, was it just me? Use generator. I thought we turned it on. Can't use now. Yeah, I turned it on. Don't know what's going on there. I don't know why it says no power supply. Should be commissioned now. I'm going to talk to the new guy first. It doesn't seem like I need to hide anymore.
Your mothers are remarkable women.
Let's go.
I'm gonna rip you a new one now.
Oh, just a guy. Okay. He's talking to. Okay, there you go. Let's go in here. Let's talk to these two. Let's see if they have anything. Oh, he's insulting them.
Greetings.
Okay. And he has nothing new to say probably either, right?
Hi there.
Nope. Okay. So, nothing new. Let's just go talk to him. Aaron Melville.
Melville agitatedly examines the blue car through the dusty glass.
They what? How did they already barged in?
Say I repaired the turret.
That's no good.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over him. Say that we repaired the turret.
The old man squints and gives you a silly smile.
Huh. So it's like that. Well, thank you. Thank you. I didn't think you'd be any good.
Whoop. Oh, quit while he was laughing. All right, let's talk to these guys. I'm kind of curious what's going to happen. Let's talk to gives generous promises. Richard Presley, Hans Loken, and okay, let's just talk to him. We're a talker. This might be our best chance of talking. Best chance of getting anything done. So, do we have any? Yeah, it doesn't seem like the gloves really mess with us. It says we're getting irradiated. But as you exit the shed, you stumble across a scene from a movie. A dented Jupiter moon parked by the road shop with 4 strangely dressed tramps idling about. Crime rates under the under the dome. This is not talked about, but the introduction of large numbers of ex-convicts has led to an explosive growth in crime under the dome. Many oranges leave their assigned objects to join gangs that terrorize Cronus employees. Supposedly, one of these gangs has grown brazen enough to openly plunder our food and equipment trucks. Examine the car first. Car is in awful shape, despite being brand new. The Jupiter's got chrome-plated fender. Okay. Examine the intruders. People standing in the car so filthy you barely recognize the Cronus uniforms under the grime. The name tags have been removed, of course, but the ruffian's tattoo make it clear you're facing oranges. You quietly call out and the bandits turn to you. One of them must be the leader, takes a step in your direction, eyeing the clothes. Well, who's in this nice, clean uniform? Give him the gas canister? Hold on. He grins nastily. Here's the deal, guest. You and that old codger behind the counter, you're both going to chip in for our gas, and maybe I won't stress test your skull today. Ask him for 20 minutes to cinch the deal. Say that you're ready to chip in. Ask that you've got a better idea. Answer that I've got a better idea. Whoop! Okay, we can ask the bandits to leave. Hold on. Let's just see what happens if I say this. I'm gonna see. Okay, let's go over here. I want to test something real quick. I want to talk to him again. But I want to see if I check this car, what happens. Oh, we could dismantle it, but I don't have dismantling. So let's go talk to him. I want to see if that affected anything. Let's talk to him.
Well,
the bandit looks over you, chewing nastily on his gum. He blows a blue bubble, which pops some translucent pink all over his face. Okay, let's talk to him.
speak quickly.
Okay, they're not interested in talking. They're just giving me one-liners. Let's talk to him.
Why are you bugging me?
Say that we have a better idea. Convince them that robbing a gas station is not a good idea at all, or ask the bandits to leave in a polite and friendly manner. Your polite and calm tone disarms the orange. Hey, come on now, we're not a bunch of freaks. It's just life gets tough sometimes, you know? The leader shrugs awkwardly. He turns to his companions. What you're staring at? Get back in the side of the car. We got 2 more stops to go. Oh, hold on, that's no good. The engine roars and disappears in a thing of dust. Oh no. That's no good. 2 more stops. That means they're going to probably go after more people.
Well, you seem like a better sort than the others. Thanks for...
With his gang problem solved, Melville is visibly more hospitable.
I'm sorry for bitching at you, sweetheart. My mood hasn't been great this last couple of weeks. Would you like some coffee? Because I could...
The old man takes off his plastic leg and wraps it on the counter.
Hey, anybody want some coffee? Coffee, come on.
Ask how it is here.
You can't tell if Aaron is coughing or laughing.
Well, it's seething with life. People come and go. White wingers hanging around the swamp. One such fella came along today, walking around poking things with that scanner of his. Doesn't shake hands with people. What kind of guy is that?
The old man leans close and continues in a confidential tone.
I used to have a gizmo of sorts. It warmed stuff up better than any heater. And when they saw it, their eyes almost bugged out of their heads. They took it away from me. It's dangerous, they said. What else? Well, sometimes bandits show up. Get pounded on the head occasionally. Not as often as I'd like, but there it is.
The old man gives you a smile of satisfaction.
Alright, hold on. Let's see. Oh, let's ask what's wrong with the local
The
cuisine.
blue grunts like a goose.
Well, I cook for myself here. It's, you know, an acquired taste.
All right, ask how Melville's. Ask how Melville life. Ask Melville how his life.
The old man sighs in sadness.
What life? I'm an old man. Life? My ass.
Tell him some strange creature attacked you in the basement and you killed it.
The old man scrubs his bald spot.
That'd be my stand-in, I think. And here I reckoned he'd gone and quit on me. Could smell the stench from the cellar. Thought a rat croaked down there.
Listening to your story, he shakes his head in amazement.
You say it didn't even look like a person? Oh, I had a bad feeling about this place from the start. Not good at all, I'm telling you. Hey, sweetheart. Wait a minute. Hold up.
The blue claps you on the arm. He looks a bit confused.
I was just, I was thinking I wanted to thank you. Maybe we could go on a picnic. You like picnics, don't you?
Say you don't mind sitting down and having a snack with him.
Aaron smiles. His expression is both silly and sincere.
Look, there's a cliff nearby. Lovely place. I got a cook pot already there. A comfy piece of tarpaulin, too. And the logs are alive. Even got a little bottle stashed away.
Melville grunts, reaches under the counter and pulls out a bulky bag smelling of onions. The old man lays out the bag's contents on the counter. Canned pork, onions, eggs, and potatoes. He looks quite proud of his stash.
What's a picnic without snacks? Here, I'm gonna teach you my family recipe for pulled pork. First, you have to boil the eggs, and then...
Gesturing excitedly, the old man reveals the secrets of Melville family cuisine.
I'd cook it myself, but I'm sure you can do better. See the stove behind me? There you go. Use it. Go ahead and cook.
The blue rakes the food back into the bag and gives it to you.
Oh, okay, that was really nice of him. He's helping us out. He's giving us a little bit of a cooking tutorial, I guess. Okay, we could do pulled pork. What does pulled pork come out as, I wonder? Let's take a look. We got experience, so pulled pork. Minus hunger, healing, and fatty food for 300 turns. Okay. Actually, we could actually see what else we can cook. We could cook canned beans. Heated beans. Let's craft one. Heated beans. Let's see what heated beans does. Warm food for 150 turns. Spicy food. Healing thirst and hunger. We still get flatulence. So what's the difference between the two? Really? That's hunger, thirst. That makes us actually less hungry. Okay, this helps hunger and thirst. This one hurts thirst. This one helps thirst and gives us warm food, spicy food, and flatulence. This one gives us healing, spicy food, and flatulence. Okay, let's go ahead and I guess we'll just turn all craft. Let's heated ham. I'm gonna leave some of the beans because there's always a chance that they make something else.
Aaron stares into his screen and mutters to himself.
Where am I gonna get all them pawns? You filthy dog.
He notices you.
Ah, it's you. Well, come on, speak up. What do you want?
Say you made some pulled pork with Melville's original recipe.
Squinting skeptically, Aaron takes a piece of pork and tries it.
Well, what do you know? That came out pretty good.
He lowers his voice.
There's that guy with the rock, the white by the swamp, and those two hippies. Ask them if they want to sit with us, too. If you got anybody else in mind, call them, too. More people, more fun.
Oh, say that we'll invite the others to picnic and move away. Oh, hey, maybe this guy's back. I wonder if he's back. We can invite him to it. We don't have any friends, so maybe if we had companions by this point. Oh, we could talk to Travis Brightman. Let's bring Travis into this. Let's get everybody around. Invite him to the picnic. Oh, ask him his opinion about how you resolved the conflict with the bandits. Travis looks at you with respect. You have a way with words, that's for sure. Me, one of those hard cases, and one look at those hard cases, and I would have turned tail. No way I'd talk to him. Invite him to the picnic. Brightman gives you a suspicious look. A picnic? Seriously? With that grumpy old fart that can't even fry an egg? Sure. Why the hell not? Okay.
Come back again.
Let's get everyone else. We're gonna make peace with these two over here. We're gonna, we might have had our argument with them earlier, but we're trying to follow the rules. So I guess let's see how that goes.
Howdy.
Silver fixes you with his long, hostile look, folding his fingers in a series of mudras. Okay, so I guess we can't invite him.
Hello.
Ask if she wants to go to a picnic. Noticing the girl tilts her head, her movements are slow and hesitant. She seems to be hallucinating. Ask if she wants to go to a picnic. Forget the guy who's basically her dealer. Ask if she wants to go to a picnic. The girl tugs at the silver sleeve. He calmly nods. Okay, we already talked to her about this one before. Oop, oh, hold on. Ask if she's afraid of the dome. My present view.
Come back
there
again.
we go. Move away. Okay, let's move over here. Because we already talked to them before. And who else can we invite? Oh, this guy back here. Isn't he back here? I thought he was. Maybe not. That's worrying. I don't know where he went. There was a guy back here. Was it just me? I thought there was a guy back here. Let's check everything. Let's go down here real quick. Okay, he's not down here. Let's go up the ladder. Food is an easy thing to make peace over, or a good thing to make peace over. Metal box. Okay, we can sit in the... It'd be funny to just go and sit in their stuff as everyone's gone. Yeah, I don't know where the guy went. Maybe he went in here. Could have gone in here. Because it's possible. Yeah, we still haven't gotten irradiated from those gloves, so it's literally just us feeling irradiated. He didn't go in here, did he? Into the basement? Where did that guy go? I mean, he talked to us and he disappeared. Maybe he didn't want to be left here for when that we caught. Okay, let's just go up. Oh yeah, I forgot if we could scan an unidentified object or item in our inventory. Let's see. Scan. Oh yeah, we did! Can we scan that too? Scan! There we go. You can scan relics in your inventory. That's useful to know. Actually, hold on. Scan. Can we scan that? No. Scan the scanner, no. We do have another relic in our box, don't we? That we weren't carrying. We might as well put up. We have low initiative because we're carrying so much. Oh, simple mine clearance. We have simple mine clearance as an option now. Let's put all this ammo back in here. Because we don't really even use ammo. These books. Spare parts. We are carrying a ton of stuff that we don't really need to. I might as well put this in here too. For the moment. That did lighten us quite a bit up. Put that in there. Our gun power, let's put that in there. got the food. They're waiting on us to bring the food. It's kind of funny in hindsight that we're just going around doing other stuff. We're inviting people, you know. We're inviting people. I don't need 2 shovels, really, do I? I feel like 2 might be a little much, right? I think I need to split it here. Split. There we go. Let's throw 1 shovel in here. Okay. That's probably good. I probably don't need to start messing around anymore with anything else. Yeah, I don't see the guy. I guess if I snuck around, I could see based off of the sight lines. But yeah, he's gone. Wherever he was, he's not here now. Not that important, I guess. Where was that thing he was talking about? That picnic. Oh, there it goes! Like a little tarpaulin kind of thing back there. Wasn't joking. Let's run over. Aaron Melville. Alright, ooh, we can talk to everybody. Let's talk to everybody, see how they're doing here. Oh, okay. Melville leads you to the cliff, carrying a battered old hamper with some chipped plates inside. With a cunning smile, Aaron reaches beneath the fallen tree and takes out a dusty old bottle of scotch. You stoke the coals after coals of the expiring campfire, and the flames reluctantly blaze up in response. Examine the plates, look closely at the bottle, or finish lighting the fire. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's look closely at the bottle. The wood dust lends the bottle a noble look, but a closer look at the faded label puts everything in context. It's cheap hooch called Danny Dawson, the color of which reminds you of furniture polish. Examine the plates. The plates look awfully old, as every single man-made thing in this place. There's a faded geometric pattern on the chipped rims. On the back of one plate, you see the contoured Cronus logo and engraved number 1972. And finish lighting the fire and sit down in the fallen tree. You sit down and stretch your legs toward the fire. The sun peeks lazily from behind the clouds. Even the distant howling of the storm seems to have calmed down a bit. Rabindranath and Swallow sitting by the fire continue conversation apparently begun earlier in an undertone. And then it hit me. The woman with all the hands looking at me from the lotus was the goddess Kelly, but there was more. Do you remember Starstream? He's going on about all crazy stuff. The redhead, her jeans were unbuttoned all the time. She told me that she chose Callie as her patroness. Maybe Starstream has given a sign through this dream. Swallow chatters on as she settles on the tarpaulin. Rabindranath smiles and he sits nearby, his legs curled beneath him. Travis Brightman takes out a collapsible cup and silently hands it to Melville. Black relic dust sparkles greasily on his fingers. Aaron mumbles and jokes with the others while setting out the plates around the campfire. Hey, Spirit, how are you going to be sitting there or what? Get the pork out. I'm starving. Hey. All right, so pulled pork. Serve the pulled pork. You got to give it to Melvin's family recipe. The pulled pork looks appetizing and smells delicious. Pork is always so suspicious because people always associate that with cannibalism. But there's no way that we got canned human meat, right? I mean, that's just unlikely. I'd imagine. That's horribly unlikely. You're sitting on a log, gazing out in the hazy desert, scarfing down pork with half an ear. You listen to what's happening around the campfire. Melville sips whiskey from a tumbler and walks down memory lane. Mar del Plata, 1949, a lovely little town. You could wear your slippers right through February. New hotel, fabulous fishing, and all for free. But they didn't let me compete in the tournament. I failed the qualifier, they said. The old man is mumbling, twirling his glass in one hand. Ask what tournament the tournament was. The old man hops up in his place. Chess! It was chess! What tournament? What some questions you're asking there. Pork platter is nearly empty. The picnic is coming to an end. Melville limps to the edge of the cliff and spits over the edge. Well, that was a nice little sit down, all right. Let's last one back washes the dishes. Hey, don't you all jump at once. All right, I'll wash them myself. Put your dirty plate aside and leave.
Want some more magic pills, child?
Oh, Rabbi, you already know the answer.
My gosh, those two. weird deal. Like we're got dealer dealy stuff going over there. Let's get over here. I think that's from the old food. His food, I think, was pretty good. I don't think Atwill gave us nasty food. Let's go talk to him again.
The old man's face is red from drink and ecstatically happy.
See? 'Twas a good sitting, all right. Should have called your friend over, too. Damn fine girl. Curly...
He hiccups.
Oh, no! No, he forgot! Oh, no! I forgot all about her! Because we did a whole nother episode? Oh, no! Oh, no! Clara, I'm sorry! Oh, no!
Clara briefly looks up from poking around the engine.
So, how's the situation? Sure you don't want some nuts? Water, maybe. I have some here.
I totally forgot about her. It's been episodes ago. That's the only tricky thing about doing hour-long episodes is I'm going to forget stuff. Not only I say that you found a relic that protects against the effects of the anomaly.
A vague smile appears on the Blue's face.
Really? That's good news. We could have been stuck in here for a long time.
Radio's
still not working.
Give Clara the relic for her to install.
You open the hood. Clara sets up the device between the cylinder block and the fuel pump. Nothing happens at first, but then the small sphere clicks and a network of thin cracks appear on the surface, from which thousands of flat, pink roots emerge. They spread all over the engine and darken before your very eyes, assuming a metallic texture and shine. You exchange glances with Clara. The Blue crosses herself silently. She gently touches the relic and forcefully slams the hood. Sitting behind the wheel, Clara nods to you, inviting you to get into the cabin.
Done. Let's go. See whether this gizmo really helps against the storm.
I can't really believe we forgot. Okay, let's just continue. Get in the passenger seat and continue on our way. When Howard offered me a transfer to Nashville, I didn't hesitate for a second. To my understanding, Nashville is what the dome should be. It's a place where employees are able to lay their hands on the most incredible wonders of ancient technology. You call me a romantic, but there is a place for pragmatism in this whole. There is a place for pragmatism in this whole story. I have no doubt that my career will go uphill at Nashville. From the Diary of Monty Collingwood, Silverwing.
As you approach Nashville, the realization hits you that something is definitely wrong. The boom at the security checkpoint is up, and the turret indicators are glowing red. Black smoke rises over the parking lot. Clara floors it. The engine roars as the tractor truck speeds past.
Hold on, I could go back, but I accidentally skipped. Clara floors it, the engine tractor. Okay.
The road turns left, and you're on the main road leading to the complex. There are bodies everywhere, but no visible survivors. Morgan crosses herself and whispers a prayer. Through the smoke-filled air, you see the red lights of a new batch of turrets taking aim at your vehicle.
To continue at full throttle or stop going further might even be worse. Oh. Well, and we're getting aimed at, so I'd say go through fast as possible.
Pale as death itself, obeys you and floors it. The vehicle reaches a fork near the main entrance to the base. The concrete walls are covered in bullet holes and surrounded by blood, fire, and bodies shot to smithereens. Struggling not to vomit, the Blue squeezes her face into the wheel. She's not praying anymore, just whimpering quietly, "Good Lord, good Lord." Another set of turrets greet you at the central entrance with warning beeps and hostile red lights.
Drive to the left beyond the crag to the parking lot for light vehicles. Or shout floor it and point right to the remote parking lot for tractor trucks. Ooh. I'm kind of worried because if we do the wrong thing, I mean, if we try going to the other place, we need to go to where the tractor trucks is. I think it's a trick to go to the left.
The truck skids, bypassing the turrets and sliding into the parking lot. Fortunately, this is outside the turret's firing range. Clara opens the door and falls out of the truck with a groan. You also climb out. Sitting beside the truck track, you lift your head to see Nashville ablaze. Black smoke billowing overhead and intertwining with the maelstrom above the station. It whirls slowly and majestically, hundreds of tiny green lightning bolts flashing silently in the epicenter. Clara lifts her eyes to the sky, mesmerized by the whirlpool of clouds.
We need to scout the surroundings.
You nod in agreement. Morgan is right. It's time you figured out what happened here.
Let's talk to her.
Hiya.
Lord Almighty, oh Lord. Fleet trembling with fear and anxiety, Clara furtively examines herself. Remind her that we both alive, so everything will be all right. Attempt to calm her. She's now wounded, she'll be all right. Rest assuring hand. Okay, remind her you're both. Both of you are alive, so everything will be all right. Blue indignantly throws her hands in the air. All right, no, we're not all right. We're gonna get us. We were almost killed. She peeks carefully from the engine compartment. The turrets are aimed at us. If we run, we're as good as dead. What do we do? Tell her to fire up the engine and drive straight to the entrance. Ask her defensive. Okay. I suggest she could wait and handle the suggest she wait there while you handle the turrets and get help. Tell her you have no idea what to do. Wrap up the conversation. Let's go. Suggest that she wait here while you handle the turrets. Yeah. Morgan regards you for several moments. You can tell if her eyes are filled with horror, awe, or hope, or maybe a mix of all three. I'll be praying for you, she replies after a lengthy pause. Okay. We got turrets to have to handle down here. Uh-oh. I'm guessing those are not going to be friendly. This might be getting into a big thing, so I might close this episode off a little early. I'm going to go ahead and close this episode off a little early so we don't get wrapped up and end up going too far over, so we can have a whole section on it by itself in this whole new area. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you had a great one. See you all Friday, and Friday we should have a pretty good one. All right, see you all later. All right, bye.